What is up, gamers? Today we are here for another super serious video. We will be going over the documentary of the giraffe pet. In our previous episode of this not series, we went over the traveling zoo, and you guys low-key got debated. But this time, we will be all serious, no jokes, about this legendary pet. We'll go over its backstory and where it is today.
Alright boys, so the giraffe pet. The mighty giraffe pet. The foraging pet. Which abilities are so OP, where you regen, jump, and do more damage. And I honestly forgot the last one. Now, this pet came out with the Traveling Zoo update, which I think was Pets v2. I can't speak right. I think it's the giraffe pet. It's diseasing me because it's so OP. Now, when it came out with the Traveling Zoo, people realized how OP of a pet it was. They started buying it. The legendary, even today, is 10 mil at the cheapest. That is how OP this pet it is. It is not because people were trying to get rid of it because they accidentally clicked on it and had all of the items in their inventory and realized I just paid 10 mil for a legendary giraffe pet. No, it's because it's such an OP money-making method. The giraffe pet's so good. Everyone likes it. Now, where it is today.
Despite some minor flaws, it is the most OP pet in the game. One of these minor flaws is the jump boost ability. Rabbit, which is arguably the best potion in the game, and with the addition of God Pots, you automatically have it pretty much 24/7. It low-key makes it slightly worse. When you could just jump up and easily hit it in midair, now you're up for like 5 seconds, and you either have to hit it on the way up, which requires the reaction time of a small weasel, or you have to hit it on the way down, which requires the precision and focus of a coconut shrimp. Either way, it is very hard to obtain either of these characteristics, therefore making it very difficult to actually hit your shots, kid. Now, on to the other ability that I honestly don't even know what it's called because I really don't care what they're called because it's that OP, you just don't need to know about it. There is an ability where you gain 25 hearts per second. Now at first glance that seems pretty good, and then you realize that 25 hearts is legit wombat water, and per second, 1 second is actually really long in Hypixel Skyblock. You gain like 500 hearts per millisecond as Berserker class in dungeons, so yeah, it's low-key dog. Another ability it has, you gain a 25% chance to dodge something. This is the legendary ability, so it will require you 10 million coins to achieve this. And what you'll get for it, honestly, unless you're like a YouTuber trying to make like a clickbait video where it's like I became a ninja, I'm not even sure what dodging does. I've never even like had like a dodge message in chat, but from what I could assume, it probably is pretty much useless because what I'm picturing is something tries to hit you and it just doesn't do damage, and then you realize that stuff in Skyblock, it either doesn't even do damage to you or it one-taps you, so that's literally useless. So yeah, unless you're doing frag runs, but in that case you're not gonna beat them anyways if you're using a giraffe pet. So yeah.
I would like to point out that first of all, the ability that lets you regen. You already have regen pots on you at all times, except for in dungeons. And if you're using a giraffe pet in dungeons, then you can go suck a wombat. Also, the dodge chance, yeah, that's 10 million for a 0.2% chance, and that is 80 million for a 25% chance. Therefore, everyone, go and buy giraffe pets. They're just OP. We will be selling tens of thousands on our AH because people avoided them because they didn't realize how OP they were because they're wombat water. So yes, after this you can obviously see the giraffe pet. Nothing comes close to beating it. It is the single best pet in Hypixel Skyblock. Oh no, we just destroyed the giraffe pet market. After this video, after tens of trillions of people watch this video, the market will just die. Giraffe pets will never go on the AH because of how good they are. RIP.
One final disclaimer. All of these were based off of the level 100 legendary giraffe pet, which cost 80 mil. So just keep in mind the stats aren't going to be as OP. So it's not going to be a 25% dodge chance unless you're willing to pay 80 mil. You're not going to get even 25 hearts per second unless you fork over a measly 80 mil. And last but not least, I honestly forget what the percentage is because quite frankly I don't give a rat's behind. But yeah, with the whole like jumping thing that like doesn't even work with rabbit, or at least it's really hard unless you're like a pro skill baller. Yeah, you're not even gonna get those stats as good. So, and they're pretty dog water to begin with.
Oh,
so.
and one final thing. If you're like, well, it's a combat pet, I'll grind it up myself. Yeah, it's a foraging pet. So have fun with that, buddy.
Yeah.
After making this documentary super serious, I'm realizing, why did they even implement the giraffe pet into the game? Like, what the frick, Hypixel? You could have put like a frickin' dragon pet. Oh wait, we have that. You could have put a cyclops pet. No, you put a frickin' giraffe pet. We need a foraging giraffe pet. That's what we need. Hypixel staff team, yeah, let's go, 1000 IQ. They'll waste all their money on it, and then they'll realize it's useless. JK, they won't even buy it at all. It's so dog.
Speaking of dog, the giraffe pet doesn't even look like a giraffe. It low-key looks like a pug. So, just thought I'd add that. And on one final note, as OP as the giraffe pet is, it has made me realize that you guys should comment down below. What do you think is a more useful pet? The Jerry pet or the giraffe pet? In my opinion, the Jerry pet, because while it literally is better if you don't have the Jerry pet than you are with it, at least it's a flex. The giraffe pet?
No, it is better. If you have an aspect of the Jerry, it'll buff it more than your giraffe pet does.
True. And the giraffe pet is not going to be a flex by any standards unless you have the 80 million legendary giraffe.
Level 100 common giraffe pet, the ultimate flex. You get 20 hearts a second. Whoa. That's like half a regen pot. Whoa.
Whoa.
I don't think anyone has ever obtained a common level 100 giraffe pet, simply because the common variety sucks just as much as the legendary, but it's not a flex, because it only requires like 8 million XP. So, Dookie Wata.
So, all in all, the giraffe pet is complete dog water. It sucks nut. It's legit useless. Oh, you'd be better off with a Jerry pet than this thing. This thing is legit dog. It's straight wombat, straight garbage, a dumpster fire of a pet. If you have this pet, you're legit you suck. There's not even words to describe how bad you are if you own this pet. This pet is complete useless. It's the wrong skill. It doesn't even look right. Like they could have at least made the artwork better. A freaking 5-year-old on Pinterest could make a better artwork design than this. It just looks like some weird anime weeb dog thing that you get like at a claw machine at freaking an arcade or whatever, and it just sucks. Like, all the abilities completely useless. There's no situation where you could use them. There's a lot of pets in the game that are like really situational, which makes them not that good, but at least there's like some use. No, all 3 of the abilities you could possibly get with this thing are complete dog. It's foraging, it takes forever to level up, and it just sucks.
Alright boys, if you made it this far, you are a complete idiot, you're stupid. Please like and subscribe. And we stream Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and you suck. You should check it out, they're pretty cool. We compliment our viewers, your dog. So yeah, check it out, gnarly. Giraffe Pet's OP.